All right, well, as you can see, there is a bunch of stuff in here. So this is going to be a big task, but it all came out of there at one point. So I imagine it'll all fit back in there. It's just going to be a matter of doing it. So let's get started. Alright, so you can see it's quite a mess in here. This is all either teak or plywood that pretty much makes up the interior of the boat that I ripped out like 4 or 5 years ago. It's just been in storage. We have some new teak and holly floorboards over there. So, you know, these are our working boards, and got brand new ones over there. I'm exhausted, but we've got to find homes for all this stuff. I'm debating whether trying to fit it all into the head or all in the quarter berth back there. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to fit it in the quarter berth. But we'll see. I'm just not sure yet. Anyhow, stop rambling and get to work. Oh my gosh, I think we did it. I mean, obviously, there's still a ton of stuff down in there, but we've stowed away all of that wood, which was a big job. I've still got a couple smaller pieces out there, but they'll fit back there pretty easy. And then I've got that huge sail. I think that's our main sail, and it's not going to fit in any of the lockers. I'm just going to have to like set it right here or something when we're, you know, all said and done. For now, I'll probably throw it over here. But yeah, it's like many hours later, but we're making a lot of progress. I'm feeling pretty good. We're making good progress at the house too. We have like 2 rooms cleared out. We had a little going away get together yesterday. That was good. Got to see a lot of good friends and family. And yeah, we're having some troubles with this house. So, you know, you guys already know that first house that we went and saw didn't work out. Couldn't get an offer accepted. And so we went with another house that we saw that was not on camera. Maybe I'll include some pictures. And, you know, it was not, the house needed a lot of work, basically. And the people who are selling it act like it doesn't need any work. It's crazy. And so the inspection report came back, and of course it's, you know, like 20 pages long. It has all this stuff that's wrong with it. You know, a lot of it's no big deal, like stuff that I can handle. But some things, like it needs a new roof, and all, you know, the appliances are shot, and there's no water running to the house, you know, steadily. It's like it's a well, and the pump is not able to hold pressure, and so it's, you know, there's big problems. You couldn't even really live there right now, and so we're trying to negotiate with these guys, and they don't want to negotiate at all, like at all. They're just saying, nope, price is the price. And that just makes no sense to me. I don't understand why they don't want to get the deal done. Especially since they bought it 90 days ago. They've marked it up $120,000. So they have $120,000. Plus, the guy who bought it is the listing agent. So he has his 3% or whatever in there. So he's got another $10,000 in the deal. So they've got like $130,000 they can negotiate with, but they don't want to do it. It makes no sense. So I told our realtors that we're just going to walk. But I don't know. We looked into rentals down there. Apparently, you're not allowed to have pit bulls like anywhere. Apparently, there's like a big stigma about pit bulls down there. And so, you know, not taking Gemma with us is not an option. You know, she's coming with us. This is probably her last year of life, and she's really struggling, and she's gone downhill recently, and, you know, she's having a really hard time. And so we've got to take care of her. And of course we'll figure it out. Of course, by the time you see this, we will have already figured something out. So yeah, just I look forward to knowing what that is. It's been some sleepless nights. I'm ready to come to a resolution. What's today? Today's the 1st. So 19 more days. 19 more days and we will be living in Florida. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, well, I'm going to get the rest of this stuff down in here and then hit the road and head back home. Thank you. Alright, so we are making some progress. Got a bunch of stuff cleared out of here. But I wanted to take a minute to talk a little bit more about some stuff that we're not going to be taking with us. From the last video, I got some interest in this diesel, so just figured I would show it to you guys. You know, I've got a guy who's interested, and if he wants to come pick it up, then it's his. But you know, if somebody else wants to buy this, I will give you a little close up here, and I have no clue what it's worth or anything like that, but it's here, and it was running the last time it was in the water, but it sat for about 10 years. So I don't know, too much about what that means, but if there's somebody out there who knows more about diesels and is interested, you can take a look. And we also have this Dixon heater here. This is a diesel heater, and we're not taking it with us. We're gonna primarily be in warmer climates, and we also need the room. It took up a little bit too much room there in the saloon. So let me give you guys a little close up here, and if anybody's interested, here is our Newport by Dixon heater. And it's in really good condition. There's no rust or anything. I imagine it's all stainless steel. It was mounted on the bulkhead on the starboard side settee in the saloon. And then here's the diesel. It is a Volvo MD2C, 1980 Volvo MD2C. And as you can see, it's a little rusty. Like I said, it was sitting in the boat for about 10 years. It was rebuilt right before then, so let's just say it was rebuilt 13 years ago. And then it was only run a few times before it sat for a long time. So, like I said, I don't know too much about diesels. Maybe that kills them altogether. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe, you could knock the rust off that thing and paint it and put it in a boat and go cruising. I really don't know. Like I said, and I've talked about in the past, we know a lot of people who kept the original engines in their boats and went cruising and had issues, and it made it more difficult for them. Us with the kids, that's just not realistic. We are going to put a new engine in there, so we do not have to worry about that. It's just a decision that we made. It could have went either way. There's lots of people who keep the original engine, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just a decision that we made personally to take this one out, and we're going to put a Beta Marine in there. So yeah, just let me know in the comments, or of course on the website. What is that? sailingwithalliance.com. My email is on there, and you can reach me anytime. I guess now it's back to work. This is a lot of work. I'm sure you can see some of this stuff is heavy, and going up and down that ladder, up and down, it's pretty crazy. It was 25 degrees this morning, and now I don't even know, it must be 50, 60 degrees, so it's warmed up quite a bit. Had to take off my long underwear and take off my flannel, that's for sure. But yeah, back to work.